Okay. You can start now.
Okay. So, shall we start?
Yes, you can.
All right. Hello,
Hello.
my fellow friends and my lecturers,
Yeah.
Mr. Samsul, and if
Mhm.
Mr. Razif is here.
No,
So today me and Joanna will be presenting to you our weekly topic, which is card sorting for a better information architecture in UX design. So Joanna will be introducing what card sorting is. Hold on. I forgot to put into full screen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's begin.
Yeah.
What is card sorting? So it is a method to use to help design or evaluate information architecture. So first we have to know what information architecture is. So let me just briefly talk about it. Information architecture is the organizing and labeling of content effectively. So the goal here is to find info and complete a task, which is why it's important. Meaning as a UX designer, you must know how one topic relates to another, and that is so you can see the big picture. Okay, so typically in a card sorting session, participants organize topics into categories or group. You can use actual card pieces of paper or several online softwares for this. So anyway, how the session goes is basically the researchers give the participants the cards and then they do the card sorting and the researchers are supposed to analyze it. Okay, next. All right, advantages of card sorting. So firstly, it's easy and cheap. Then it's quick to execute and it's established, meaning it's been used for over 10 years already. And this fourth one is important. It involves users because it's important because the studies provide insights into users' mind for website material and intuitive content. And then next is provides a good foundation. This means card sorting provides a good structure for a site or even a product, particularly when involving labeling. And lastly, it provides a good insight. Like I said before, we can understand how the user expects info to be organized.
Okay.
Next. Okay, so for the disadvantages, labels are not presented in context because of the picture. Usually when you do card sorting, if you do it in this way, not using a software, you use it, right? And you can only see the label, but then there's not really an in-depth explanation when you do it this way.
Okay.
And next is varied results. So the results may be consistent or it may vary very widely. And if it is inconsistent, the next point, it will be time consuming to analyze the results. And then next is, the data analysis may not go deep enough, like I said earlier. It doesn't really encourage users to get too deep into the problem. It is more surface level actually. So that is the disadvantages. Yeah, next is Jennifer, right? Yeah.
So, okay, so there are a few different types of techniques used in card sorting. Mainly there are 4 types. The first one is open card sorting, in which the participant is given a stack of cards and they are asked to group those cards together in any way that they want, and they can create labels for the groups that they choose. And this method is mainly used in existing information architecture or when organizing products on the site. So the second one is closed card sorting. This is when the researchers create the labels for their respective groups, and the participants are given a stack of cards and are asked to put each card into a group. This method is normally used when adding new content to an existing site or gaining a second round of insights after an open card sort. So the main difference between the two is that the open card sorting allows participants to create new labels, while the closed one is when the researcher has already created for them, they just need to group. The third one is remote. Remote card sorting sessions are computer computer-based sessions in which participants can work independently on their own personal systems. So open or closed card sort can be done remotely, and there are a lot of programs online that can help you with card sorting. And usually these softwares can like help you to analyze the data, so like you can save your time because it analyzes for you. The last one is face-to-face, which is a type of sorting session in which there's an observer exists like in the sorting session. So the participants are provided with a set of cards and they think aloud while sorting, giving a clearer picture of the reactions. So with this having a face-to-face, the observer is able to like clarify some doubts if they don't understand whatever is happening. So the next one is analysis. So once the data is collected, the data is analyzed to identify common trends. This is done by using cluster analysis softwares, or if the sample size is too, by inputting that into a spreadsheet to see if there are any patterns in the groupings or labels in labeling. So you can first analyze qualitative information based on the user's comments. Proceed to analyze the quantitative information based on which cards appear together most often and how often cards appear in specific categories. So in conclusion, card sorting is a great technique, but it's not always the right technique for UX research. You have to use like a bunch of different like methods in order to like come up with a better data.
Better data meaning that the content structure or the categorize of the content of the web or app, right?
You can't just like focus using on card sorting, like you have to use like a bunch of other research methods to help you in your research. So when using card sorting along with other UX methods such as usability testing, it can help you to find out some functionality info about users to get new projects up and running. So thank you.
All right, thank you. Very compact, but I think it's comprehensive. It describes about the process of card sorting, so to speak. I'm going to stop